On? This is Shango Ray, aka Real Deal Ray. Okay, and we are here with another live. It's been a second, you know what I'm saying? So what we're gonna do is we're going to, well, if you're tuning in, all right, we're gonna talk some rapid cash, angelic shit going on. Maybe do a little Q&A. What's going on, Carmen? How you doing there? Yes, Mr. Washington, what's happening? Salute. So yeah, we're going to welcome. Come on in, Picasso's Mistress Tarot. Shout out to you. Welcome, welcome. Loving life. What's happening? You should be loving life, goddamn it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so in a minute, we're gonna talk some rapid cash, some angelic payout business. That's what's happening. Okay, maybe do a little Q&A, and then if time permits, I will be doing some card reads. You know, I want to do some reads. You know, and we're going to be using the Star Wars. I got the Star Wars deck. So what's going on? Any messages from my Santita? Okay, I don't know who your Santita is. Yeah. So we're doing it. You know what I'm saying? We're doing it. We're doing it. So welcome. Come on in, everybody. So far, only 3 have joined in so far. I know I kind of strike like lightning, you know what I mean? But hey, sometimes it's best that way. We're going to get more regimented as far as the schedule goes, you know what I mean? But so we got 3 heads, 4 likes. Not bad, not bad. What's going on? How's everybody doing? Or how's everybody been? Flocka, I got you. Kelsey Cook. It is going fantastic. How are you doing there, Miss Cook? Yes, I'm about to send out a pitch to prospect. Please send some good juju. Absolutely, Joe Washington. You know what I'm saying? First of all, understand that you already got this. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is. So good juju. Everybody wish Mr. Washington send some good juju his way. You know what I'm saying? Good to hear it, Miss Cook. Yeah. Get that bread, man. This is the time, Mr. Washington. Get that bread. Miss BB, what is going on? So also wanted to say this too. Yeah, so we got tracking numbers going out. Another batch to go out. And I'm almost caught up. Totally caught up. So, you know, for those of you who got the custom spirit servants, like, yeah, I know. Hey, look, thank you for your patience, okay? Because I am one person, and I'm going to use a Brother Panic quote, okay? I'm not Amazon and I'm not eBay. There's processes related to these things, you know what I'm saying? So you want to be sure that if you're going to order, like, make sure, you know, that you don't need it like tomorrow. Like I said, I'm not Amazon and I'm not eBay. We go as fast as we can, but we will not sacrifice quality, and we won't sacrifice effectiveness and all that. We want to make sure that what you get does what it needs to do. Okay, so trust in divine timing. Okay, so I wanted to thank everybody and make sure I said that too as well. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, you reminded me of it because I actually did yours. So like yours, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So don't worry. If I said I got you, okay? For real. With any spiritual work, you need to take their time. Absolutely loving life. Absolutely. You know, excuse me. This isn't you know, like manual labor as far as like going and scrubbing a toilet or some shit or digging ditches. Like you can be a million miles away while your body's cleaning that toilet or digging them ditches. You know what I'm saying? This needs attention and focus. And, you know, I got a lot of spinning plates. So it's all energy. Thank you for that, love and life, because that's true. Mm-hmm. Now, first off, let's discuss what the business is, okay? So some of you may have noticed that throughout, if you've been keeping up, and if you Ray fan, and been involved in previous rapid cash infusion rituals or the rapid cash stimulus rituals, I've never worked with the angelic realm. And admittedly, especially when I first got into the occult sciences, I don't want to say, I wasn't attracted to angels as much. I knew they were powerful. I knew they can do a lot of things. 10 heads in here. And yeah, let's get them likes up. Hit that like button on the way in, But I never, hey, Miriam, what's happening? So I never dealt too much in the years gone by. I mean, I have worked with angels and I have worked with angelic forces before, but they just didn't attract me a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? So over the course of maybe, I don't know, last 3 or 4 months, I've been doing a lot of research. And, over the last month in particular, I actually put that research into action to apply it, and working with the angelic realm for different reasons, not just money or anything. So yeah, made a strong connection with an archangel by the name of Sakiel, and Sakiel is the angel for wealth. You know what I'm saying? Wealth, money, finances, water. Sakiel, I believe, I always get that confused a lot of times. Are they ruled by Jupiter or is Jupiter ruled by them? You know what I'm saying? But Jupiter is the planet for Sakiel, aka Zadkiel. And let me tell you, this particular angel will shape you up, because it's not just about giving you money or, Sakiel is the kind of energy that's going to make sure that once you get it, you keep it and you can sustain it and grow it. So that's another reason Sakiel is renowned for being able to help remove energetic blocks or cords. Okay, I got another video coming maybe later tonight on the dangers of cutting cords. This is more recent information. Like, I don't know it all. I don't know everything, but we're going to remove these energetic cords working with Sakiel. You know what I'm saying? Because you can have energetic cords with a person. You can have energetic cords with a situation or an event that happened to you. Like, the event happens and there it is. You know what I'm saying? But years later, you're still reliving it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that is reflected in those chords. So, I found that a lot of times it's what you don't do that matters almost just as much, if not more, than what you are doing. Because if you take away the impediments to what it is that you're going for, your true and natural nature is one of progression and one of abundance and one of all that shit. So we're the only things really stopping us. You know what I'm saying? Point blank, we're the only things really stopping us. So, Dorley Baptiste, it has. And I have returned. So that's what's happening really with this rapid cash stimulus. And, I was shown that this particular ritual, because Sakiel actually showed me how in my past with certain, doing certain rituals and certain things, and even as it relates to abundance, how yes, maybe a week or two, maybe days after I got a result, but even a year or 2 or 3, that was a result of this ritual over there. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times we forget the link. And this is going to be one of them that keeps going and going. Ijada Ma'at Sarah. Shout out. So yeah, powerful shit, powerful shit. Lots of spiritual bitch slaps, lots of ahas and and oh shit. And just discovering a lot of things, this is all a journey. We're all on a journey, and you're never going to stop learning. If you do stop learning, you're fucking up somewhere. Nakia, what's happening? So you want to be sure that you definitely join. You know what I'm saying? You can find 1,000,000,000 reasons why you need to join now, because this ritual, it goes down April 29th. So it's 3 days after the full moon. So we're still in that full moon energy, okay? But it's going to be on a Thursday, which is one of the main days for this particular angel, this archangel, this energy. And it's also on the 29th, which is an 11 gateway. Okay, so Zakiel pretty, because I was trying to like do it for the 26th, which is like the full moon. But when you're a god, when you're a goddess, you move on divine timing. Divine timing supersedes celestial timing. I'll say that one more time. Divine timing supersedes celestial timing. Okay, I'm not saying to totally disregard celestial timing, but it is what it is. Sometimes you might need to do a spell, a ritual, or whatever, and the moon might be waning or whatever. We needs to get out of that whole slave to the moon and this and that. Yes, it helps, and if it happens to be that and timing lines up, great. That's great. That's fantastic. You know what I'm saying? But if not, you got to do what the fuck you got to do. Okay, so we're gonna make it do what it got to do. That's right, Michelle Riddell. Just do it on some Nike shit. You know what I mean? So that's what we have going on. And you can go to shango-ray.com. There's another video where we just go a little bit, it's a little video on the page and stuff like that with basically the same information that I'm giving you though. But yeah, absolutely. So this ritual, what I'm really excited about is it's like that 1-2 punch. And it doesn't matter whether you're like in dire straits, whether you are just kind of like survival mode, whether you're doing cool, but you want to break through your particular, your limitations as you recognize them. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. So you want to definitely check it out, definitely check it out. But I'm going to be speaking more about Zakiel, and like I said, the importance of these cords and removing them. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you definitely want to check out. You know what I'm saying? That's what's happening. And trust me, like I would have never thought that I'd be doing a group ritual. I wasn't necessarily against it, but it's that time. Like, sometimes things will show you. So you just got to flow with it, get in your flow. Flow with it, okay? 11 heads in the building. 12 heads in the building. Let's get another couple likes up in here, shall we? Just all right. But yeah, so I mean, anybody have any questions in regards to that? And don't worry, there'll be other chances, but I'm hoping that if you have them now, if there's any questions or anything, you don't need no implements, no tools, no nothing for this ritual. There's nothing, you don't need anything, just you, okay? And we're coming together and we're gonna bust it open, all right? So, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like it's been, the angelic realm is a trip, and people think angels are just like these little chubby white babies with wings and shit, and it's not. Like, I mean, they can assume any form that they want as well, you know what I'm saying, like any other spirit, or any other demon, or any whatever, jinn, whatever you want to call it. Like, they appear however they want to that particular individual. So some people say that Sakiel is a male. Some say that it's actually a female. In some grimoires, Sakiel is a female, and then others it's just like this androgynous looking picture, kind of like the one that I put on for this thumbnail. Really, to me, it's irrelevant. You know what the hell it looks like. As long as you can sense the energy, you know what I'm saying. You're good to go. So, but if there isn't any current questions yet, if I wasn't detailed enough, we might be opening up right now because I don't have a tremendous amount of time today, but I did want to do, some questions. So if you're not familiar with how this works, I'm looking at the bottom of my chat. Kim Mao. Hello. So I'm looking at the bottom of my chat, and I'm just, I pick somebody, I answer their question or whatever. So the way that we're going to do this, and it keeps things flowing a lot faster. Brand Nubia, huh? New? Well, welcome. Shout out to you. Everybody welcome Brand Nubia. Chakra Sight, what's going on? What's going on? How you doing? Shit. Yeah, I figured that, Brand Nubia. So anyways, like I was saying though, just what we could do is start with your question. So you can just type in your question. If you notice I'm getting down to the end of one reading, I look at the bottom of my chat. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it works. That's how we can do it a lot faster. You know what I'm saying? Versus me trying to wait for somebody to ask their question and do all this shit, and I'm just sitting here and you hear crickets. You know what I'm saying? So to avoid all that and the dead air, what we're going to do is open the door now. And if you have a question, we can get right into it with the new Star Wars deck. Okay? So who got a question, man? I know somebody got a question. All right, Brand Nubia, since you knew and you're the first one, why he run from me? So for Brand Nubia, I need you, Brand Nubia, to come to the front, okay? If you're not familiar with my process, all right? And I want you to focus on the cards and woo-saw out your hoo-ha into the cards. So just breathe out with the intention of connection and reception. You know what I'm saying? Receiving whatever it is that you need to know here. So, Brand Nubia, why did he run from Brand Nubia? We don't even know who he is. Okay? We don't even know who he is. Why did he run from Brand Nubia? Why did he run from Brand Nubia? One more time. Why did he run from Brand Nubia? All right. I'm curious, Brand New. It doesn't matter really, but is he an air sign by chance? You know what I'm saying? Is he an air sign? Because he got the Palpatine up in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Cap. Okay. Well, he may have a lot of air in his chart, though. But to give you, I'm just going to go, I got to be kind of brief and concise with all these because, I can talk for an hour off of one card, let alone 5. First of all, this is what you just experienced was a karmic relationship. Yeah, I know he got heavy air in his chart. I can see it. I can see it. First of all, this was a karmic relationship. Okay. And the kind of karmic relationship that does not, what do they say? What's this? There's people that come in for a season, a reason, and then there's some that fucking just stay, right? So this was one of those season type things. Okay, so this was a karmic relationship, which can be very, very challenging. And the point of a karmic relationship is for the two individuals involved to learn about themselves. You know what I'm saying? Through their interaction with their partner and whatever the shit they got to go through with them. All right. Now, one of the reasons that I'm seeing here, and I can tell this guy gets restless as shit too. You know what I'm saying? Um, there were things that transpired in the relationship that caused him to have a change of heart. And I got to say this, and this might sound weird, but maybe not to you. I don't know. I don't know if he's ever expressed this or not, but in his mind and the way he looks at things, he felt in his own way, and whether it's actual factual or not, I guess is irrelevant. This is one of his reasons. This is why it's popping up. Okay, is he felt like he was giving more than either the relationship deserved or that he was getting back. Okay, in some way, shape, form, or fashion, he felt depleted, which led to the two of spades, irreconcilable difference. Okay, so besides the fact, so see, with a karmic relationship, it like, okay, the relationship is going to end. Okay, it's just how. Okay, so something's going to come up, or something's going to transpire, something's going to develop within the confines of the relationship to make sure that happens. You know what I mean? This was definitely meant to be a lesson. Of course, everybody has free will, and I encourage people, especially when it comes to a relationship, to take some time afterwards and take some time and just objectively analyze. Don't run the story, well, he did this and all that shit. That just keeps shit stuck to you. Okay? But make some space and some time for yourself, you know what I mean? So that's one of the main things that I wanted to tell you. Okay? Loving life. I don't have a Cash App. I'm not taking Cash Apps right now. You could paypal.me/Shango Ray if you wanted to, but these are, free. I'm gonna get your question here. Will Kern, oh shit, will Kern come back to me? Okay, so loving life, Ben Aki. All right, go ahead and woosah out your hoo-ha into the cards. See what's happening. All right, now will Kern return to loving life? All things known and unknown, and considering all factors and variables, will Kern return? Yeah, it rhymes. Will Kern return to loving life? Or will he return to hating life? Which one? You know what I'm saying? Kern return. And it looks like he will. So you got actually a solid yes on that. Not, I won't say solid, but you did get a yes. Okay? The trajectory of things, the way things are going right now, everything seem like the shit got cut off rather abruptly too. Seems like maybe you lost a little bit of self-esteem or self-value. It seems like throughout the way you interpreted events and shit. Here's the irreconcilable difference, and then boom. Okay, but you will be forced with that question of, do I really want this? So it's kind of like, yeah, he will return, but then at the same time, it's kind of like, yeah, he will return. So, couples sometimes have a habit of, even if it was a real shitty relationship, you get into the whole thing. You think about the 10 minutes of goodness. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that that's the case for you at all. For some it is, Going to the bottom of the list here. I think there was somebody, yeah. Brandon Murray. Shout out to you, Brandon Murray. Thank you. All right, going back to the bottom here. I just seen that. I don't know if were you. I don't know if you was trying to ask a question, Mr. Murray. I don't want. I do appreciate the super chat. Okay. Oh yeah, Gerald Washington. I seen you, Gerald Washington. Okay, so we're gonna rock with Gerald Washington on this one. Gerald Washington, come on up to the front there. Come to the altar. All right, come to the altar. Accept Jesus. All right, and let Jesus tell you what's going on. Woosah, chahuha. You know, breathe in receptivity. Okay, so for Gerald Washington, you said a general, right? Can I get a general? Yeah. Absolutely. General. What needs to come through for Gerald Washington? What needs to come through for Gerald Washington? What needs to come through for Gerald Washington? One more time, what needs to come through for Gerald Washington? This very fine day. Where are we at with time? 7:26. Wow, Gerald Washington. Yo, you got a great fucking reading, man. Let me just tell you. Okay, these generals in the future, well, I may say relegated to just a specific because, you know, it's a little bit faster, you know, because I can, like I said, I can spend a lot of, here are your cards. Look at all this vibrant red energy. That's you, man. All right. So basically, what they are showing me anyways, and maybe this is still kind of going on a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Your favorite color, yeah. Aisha Lee Photography. Oh, okay. I wouldn't wait on him too long. Oh, anyways, so I could see that sometimes there was a change of heart, probably more to the, when I say the negative, I mean just more like your thought about the change of heart was kind of maybe what would be considered negative. But I'm really getting from this card that there was a period in time where you was like really fucking restless, man. It seemed like you were really restless. Now, the 10 of Diamonds is an excellent card as far as finances and stuff go, but the King is looking at this 10 of hearts. I don't know if you had some family issues also going on, but to me, this card's coming through really loud as a success card. You know what I'm saying? Like, because of your success, your emotion is like through the roof. You know what I'm saying? And it looks very good. Obviously, this King of Diamonds is you. Okay. I feel like in some ways you're looking back at the past a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Which is kind of good if you're doing it in a processing way. But if you're just like stewing over some shit, then you might get restuck in some things or whatever. But I'm not getting that here. I'm not getting that. I feel like you're really zooming in on what you want. Okay? Things are going to materialize for you rather quickly here. All right? And a desire of your heart is going to manifest. That's what this 9 of heart means to me. That's what it's screaming to me, okay? So maybe this proposal has something to do with the desire of your heart, but yo, you got some great shit coming. Yeah, you got some great shit. Yeah, you got some great shit coming, man. I feel like you've been doing some work, maybe even some emotional work or some type of energy work or something. I don't really know what it is, but I feel like you were. And sometimes we got to take a step back before we could take 10 forward, you know? All right, cool. What else we got here? I'm looking at the bottom of the list. Thank you, Christina H. Kim Mao. Fight. Whoa. Whoa. Slow down. There's enough to go around. Okay, Kim Mao. Finances reading. Okay, so Kim. we'll just, I mean, okay. I'll tell you what, come to the front. Go ahead and woo-saw out your motherfucking hoo-ha into the cards. Your desire to know and breathe in receptivity and reception, all right? So for Kim Mao, finances. Reading on the finances. I'm gonna tell you what, Kim Mao, join that rapid cash stimulus ritual. Don't just ask cards, be proactive. You know what I'm saying? But I get it. It's good to check in and see where am I headed based on my current energy, because that's what cards really do. There is no one future. There's many different variations of a future that you can experience from this very moment. So don't forget that. All right, for Kim Mao finances, Kim Mao finances, Kim Mao finance. What are we doing this time? Kim Mao finances. Okay, Kim Mao finances. Just a moment. All right. Well, I got to say this, okay? I got to say this to you, Kim Mao. Well, first of all, I'm going to show your cards and we're just going to run through it, all right? So I can get as many of y'all as I can. Jack of clubs, 7 of spades, which is not reversed. 9 of hearts, 8 of spades, 4 of clubs. So I'm assuming that you're asking about like what's going to be the deal with your finances, okay? Maybe what's, because the way you stated it was kind of very, very, very vague. And like I always tell people, vague answers, I mean, vague questions, vague answers, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to tell you what I get from this, okay? You've had some different things. I feel like something that's coming up is some type of a loss of love, which has been affecting your finances. Okay. This could either be from one of the 3 Ds: death, divorce, or desertion, but a loss, you know. And I feel that somehow, some way, this loss in your emotional system, in your emotional body, has affected your finances. Okay, this is the first card that really, this card was just like, hey, over here. You know what I'm saying? So like this is the one that really screamed out for me. But what I could see from here is I'm gonna give it to you like this, depending on what you do with the information, right? Um, it looks like there may be some, I feel like in some ways there's kind of been there's been some blockages, but I feel like with this, even though to me honestly this came through as reversed. So the 8 of spades reversed is like impediments and blockages, feeling like fenced in, you know. But since it's an 8, eights always have that ability to overcome challenges. Okay, so your point of power, I guess you could say, is to address whatever is going on from a spiritual standpoint. Don't just get lost in the sauce, you know. Don't just get lost in the context of the outward appearance of what's going on. You know, there's some deeper things going on here. Um, if you can come to a place of peace and trust, I'll say it like that, even better. Trusting in your process, trusting that, you know, things, you know, will improve, then this card actually will come out good for you. But this can also mean being sometimes stuck in a rut as far as our thinking, our beliefs. You know, sometimes it's like you've heard the phrase "step out of your box," right? So I would want to encourage you as far as stepping out of your box as it relates to your finances. That, and what does that mean? That could mean a whole lot of shit. Maybe you started a business, maybe you didn't, maybe you always just applied to certain kinds of jobs, and you know it might behoove you to try something different or whatever. But that's what came through for me. I mean, I could go even in more depth, but like I said, I got to keep it moving. I see that you have done some work though. Okay, I see that you have done some work. I feel like spiritually, in a way, you know what I'm saying? Like uh, you've gotten to know some things about yourself that you didn't before, and I feel like also too, you might have been dealing with either a fuck boy or fuck person who was spreading lies or something, or they knew how to like kind of put, I don't know, put you down or something like that. I don't know, but yeah, that's what I have for you. Going to the bottom of the list. Okay, I see Malia. Sorry, everybody, because you guys got in a little bit late. All right. As far as my feed goes, anyway. So, Hashango, may I know if it's time to quit my job? Malia Moore, come to the front. All right. Go ahead and woo-saw out your motherfucking hoo-ha into the cards. All right. So, is it time for Malia, all factors known and unknown, for Aaliyah to quit her job? Now, there's ways you can go about that. Sometimes people go commando, raw dog, and just say, fuck it, walk out the job, and then through a series of events that happen afterwards that they wouldn't have been able to experience because they would have been at that shitty job, they get something else. Others like to kind of be a little bit more strategic and find something else first before they just go quitting. So we'll see here. Is it time? But that's neither here nor there. Okay. So is it time for Malia to quit her job? Is it time for Malia to quit her job? And I would say, yeah, it is that time. It's right on time. You had some things here, though, that, like, I could... And, yeah. So just to keep it simple, yeah, because I can go through this, like, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah. This is what I got here, okay? And I feel like there's been some fuckery at the job as far as, like, deception goes or something. Or maybe it ain't deception. It's just shit that you don't know. You know, there's things that you don't know that you don't know. How missing information that's important here. Here you go with the 8 again. All right. Now be careful though, because sometimes I feel like for you trying something, you're going to be one of those kind, you might be one of those kind where you go and quit and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I just did that. Like, I know, you know what I'm saying? Of course you're going to, but you start kind of freaking out afterwards, so don't do that. But however you go about it, whether you go about it commando or whatever, it is time though. The fact that you're even asking the question kind of denotes pretty much that. But I get what you're saying though. I'm going to the bottom of the list now. Boop. Let me see here. Christina H. Owusa, what's coming up for love with me and my cancer, JH? Okay, so obviously you know to step to the front. Christina H. Okay, so let's hit that. What's coming up for Christina H? What's coming up for Christina H? And and JH. What's coming up for Christina H and JH? What is coming up for Christina H and JH? Love-wise. What's coming up for Christina H and JH? Talk to me. Jesus fucking Christ. I feel like there's a breakup coming, to be honest with you. I think JH seems like they can be somewhat immature, maybe even You might say that they can be a troublemaker at times or whatever. This is also, yeah, this is just not a good card in a love reading, in my opinion. But let me just show you your brief cards here. All right. Uh, I could see a lot of negativity, especially in mine and the way you think about shit, or not you in particular, but just within those in this relationship. So you and JH, you know, kind of like it feels pessimistic as a little bit of time goes along. You may start to feel more pessimistic about the relationship, about him or her or them, whoever, you know. Irreconcilable split. All right. Now, this right here, to me, oftentimes talks about like sabotage or something within the relationship that is stopping it from healing or, you know, getting better, transitioning, you know. And then this came through reversed to me. Okay, so the Two of Hearts reverse, two can mean coming together, but two could also mean going apart. You know what I mean? So I feel like there's a split coming for y'all. Probably sooner than later. Going to the bottom, as I always do. Yeah, he self-sabotages. Yeah, I wouldn't put too much stock in it, Christine. I think it's going to flare up again. Shit is going to be... I'm not saying it like the relationship shit. I'm saying the shit in the relationship. You know? Hey, yo! Proper like, will I get a sugar daddy that barely wants sugar? Okay. Um, Proper like, you know the get down here. Okay, you know the procedures here. All right. So go ahead and woo saw out your motherfucking hoo-ha proper like. Do it proper like to a proper thing. Plastic up. Wrap, what is it? Plastic up and wrapped up. You know? Got you. Will proper like. TV, right? Um, yeah. Let me see here. So will proper like find a sugar daddy that is diabetic and don't want fucking sugar? You know what I'm saying? Will proper like find that proper diabetic sugar daddy, glucose daddy? Will proper like find that glucose daddy, that elusive unicorn, that elusive unicorn of a sugar daddy, right? Yeah. All right. Where are we at with time? I got to tell you, like, this proper, like, okay, I do feel like it could be said it is probably more probable that you will. Of course, it also depends on what you're doing to do that, you know. No such thing. Actually, there is. I guess it depends on what kind of sugar you pitching, though. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, when I used to drive cabs, you know, I used to, you know, drive all the escorts and the prostitutes and shit. And then I started dipping my toe into, you know, as far as like people would ask me, hey, you know, where any girls? I would charge that side and that side. You know what I'm saying? So, and I heard a lot of girls talk about how sometimes there's some men out there that just want fucking somebody to go sniff coke with and drink some wine and talk. You know what I'm saying? I dropped one bitch off one place. Actually, I didn't drop. I actually was like waiting for her, and she went up in there. And she was in there for the longest fucking time, and she was saying that the dude fucking put on panties and would like come out of the room modeling panties, and he just wanted her. He just wanted her to tell her how pretty he was. And then every now and again, he'd go above the washer and dryer and fucking pull out a stack of money and just hand it to her. So you know what I'm saying? When she came back down to the car, I wasn't mad. I'll wait for that. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, where were we at? um, what the fuck was the question now? About the sugar daddy, of course. Yeah. So I'm feeling like, yeah, you it seems like you will you might have also had some blocks about that. You know, when it comes to attracting the sugar daddy, and this goes more than just the ego, what you think, because then there's the other side of you that is there. So there's some blockages there as far as you being in, what is it, resonation with that ideal unicorn sugar daddy that just wants to give you money because you're you. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it sounds great, but there's always an exchange going on. So think about what it is that you're offering, what kind of value you're offering. The main value when it comes to a sugar daddy is how they feel when they're in your presence. Okay? So, but I will say, yeah, it looks like so far, yes. And they're telling me to say, since you want to ask about that, proper like, okay, be a little bit strategic. You want a sugar daddy? Go where sugar daddies are. Okay? Go walk your ass around there. Go put the bait around there. You know, you don't go to Walmart looking for a sugar daddy unless you want one of them $40 joints, okay? Yeah. Going to the bottom of the man, yeah, right. Nakia is now a good time for me to start business I want. Okay, so Nakia, come on through. You know what I'm saying? Peep the cards. Peep the zit cards. Okay? Woosah out your motherfucking hoo-ha. There you go. So for Nakia, is this the time? You know, I'm tempted to say not even fucking, I'm not even like, I'm tempted to say yes. There's only one time to start, and that's now. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow never comes. But let's see if whatever else comes. So it's the ideal time for her to start her, is this the ideal time for her to start her business? Okay? It's the ideal time for her to start her business. For Nakia. Jail. You know, I would say this, okay? I would say that, I mean, first off, man, I would say, yeah, it is. But, you know, I feel like there's still some things inside, maybe some clarity that you need to get about exactly what, or your ability to do so. Or on another level, do you feel like do you truly within yourself feel like you deserve success? You know? Because the answer that I got, if you were just going off the color scheme of things, would be no. But we go a little bit further than that. Okay, this actually felt like a positive card, and this does too. Because whatever business you're going to do, you're going to be mad busy. You're going to wear a bunch of different hats, which this is showing me that you can. I think some of the challenges that you will face if you just started it right now. I mean, but you know what? You can start it right now. You can start small. Everything starts small. Everything huge at one point in time starts small. Do not be afraid to start small, and do not be afraid to take your time also, okay? So that's going to be my final verdict. I would say, yeah, go ahead and start it, but, you know, I wouldn't necessarily jump off the cliff unless I was absolutely sure that I would fly. Okay? So don't put too much stress on your business. I don't know if you have a job right now, or some other form of income, side hustle, whatever. But, you know, keep doing what you got to do so you can build up your business. You know what I'm saying? Going to the bottom of the list. Is moving up north the best move for me? Dorley Baptiste. You already know what time it is, right? Okay. Does that make sense to you, Nikki? Go ahead and woo-saw out your motherfucking hoo-ha, okay? Into the cards. Okay, and I breathe in some receptivity. Receptivity. Okay, as far as this shit goes. You know what I mean? Well, all right. So, let me see here. Where the fuck was it at? Okay. Is moving up north the best move for Dorley based on all things known and unknown in this situation? Is a move up north the move to make for Dorley Baptiste? Is that what's the deal? Okay. Is that what needs to happen here? Is that in her best and highest interest to take this move up north? One more time, is it in Dorley Baptiste's highest interest in all forms and fashions, in all ways, to move up north right now? Is this the time? And all that for that. You know, I'm going to have to say on this note, no, right now. And yeah, I feel right. As far as if you're talking about right now, I would say no. Timing does play a part in shit. So I would say no. You can see your cards right here. Not crazy about this one. I feel like there'd be some definitely unexpected shit coming out of left field, okay, which would definitely affect your living up north, okay. So I would have to say right now, no, okay, just to keep it simple for you right now. All right, so I'm gonna hit the screen in just a second, and yeah, I wouldn't do it right now. I feel like something may happen. There's going to be some form of a unforeseen something. I don't know. I feel like there's some as of right now. Okay, so take it for what it's worth. Can I get a general reading about love? Miriam, you were just right fucking there, but I already started reading the damn question. Colosso, what's up, man? Can I get a general? Yes, Kelsey Cook. All right. I think from now, next time I do this, I'm gonna say no more generals, only because I get it. Like, people want to just know what comes through or whatever, but I don't know. I'll probably just keep it like it is. So fuck it. Kelsey Cook, come up to the front and woo-saw out your motherfucking hoo-ha into the cards, okay? And yeah, do it like that. All right. So, general on love. Generals leave general answers though too, you know. Yes, it's Kathy Steffens. Congratulations. So for Kelsey Cook, general love. Angela, fantastic. All right. You're absolutely welcome, Dorley. Angela, fantastic. Okay, so for Kelsey Cook, general love. No problem, Cat Stevens. All right. Kelsey Cook, you ready for this? You know how, like, if you're single, I don't know if you're the type of person that has a problem being by themselves, okay? But some people utilize that time to discover things about themselves, uncover things about themselves, you know, let go of certain shit that needs to be let go of, and blah, blah, blah. In a way, it's kind of like a preparation, and almost you can't help but prepare yourself to meet the next level of a motherfucker for you. You know what I'm saying? So this is a very mixed answer for you. And I see you needing to kind of go through that. 7 always directs you back to yourself, especially, I would say, from an energetic or spiritual standpoint. I feel like there's going to be a man coming for you, maybe in you, and it's going to seem like a wish fulfilled in a way. Okay, this guy is more likely going to be older, probably a fire sign. Okay, and everything is going to seem copacetic and cool and balanced. Only to this one of you is going to fuck up. I see some three-way action going on. Now, this could, just on an off note, this could also mean, hey, Deacon Cook, this could also mean worrying about love too. But that's not, and yeah, there's going to be worry about love, but there's, yeah. I feel like there's somebody coming, and I feel like somebody coming. Ain't there always somebody coming? Well, ask a lot of these ladies, they say no. But there's someone coming towards you, as tarot readers like to say. There's a man coming towards you. He's going to be older. All right. And it's going to seem like, hey, man, like this looks like it could be some shit. But you're right. It's going to be some shit. So watch out for any older fire signs or any like anybody who's like a boss on their own business. Not too much on the legal side. Kind of legalities too. You know what I mean? But watch out, because all that glitters isn't gold. Okay? So I think I'm gonna. Okay, Miriam, I got you, okay? Tell me anything the cards want me to know. Okay, Miriam, you already know what time it is, right? Benga. See what's happening here for you. All right, go ahead and woosah out your motherfucking body hoo-ha, okay? Into the cards. Rakasha. All right. Absolutely, Kelsey. Okay, Miriam Colasso. Miriam Colasso. Okay, so what does Miriam need to know? Miriam Colasso, what does she need to know? What does Miriam need to know? What does Miriam need to know? Talk to me. All right. Just a moment. Un momentito. Well, I'll just start this. We're going to just run through it real quick. You know, I don't want to be too, like, general, but, you know, I can't spend a gang of time. But for some reason, the first impression that I got from this, Miss Colasso, is it may be time for you to think about leaving whatever job you're at. Or there could be the ending of, I don't know how many jobs you got. I don't know if you're doing the Jamaican dance or what, you know, and got 10 jobs or whatever. But yeah, I feel like there is, but the way it first came through for me was that it's time for a change. You know, Spirit's kind of saying it's time for a change. And then we have this card here. I could tell that you've been kind of going through a lot of shit, like internally, emotionally. Okay? Spirit wanted me to tell you, and I know that we all know this shit, but like sometimes it don't matter how much we know it. It's, you got to get out the head and start to feeling in the body. That's so fucking important. Okay? Especially when dealing with emotions, because emotions are in your body, not in your head. You know? And what they're telling me is that you need some liberation, girl. Okay, what do I mean by liberation? The F word, forgiveness. Okay, but for some reason they kind of pointed me to that you need to forgive yourself about some things. I feel like in some ways you're holding on whatever, because I know you could be your own worst critic. You know, you beat the shit. Like if somebody could hear the way you talk to yourself at times, you know what I'm saying? And it may even be in mom's voice or something at times, or somebody's voice, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, because I feel, well, Eight of Hearts reversed. To me, this kind of felt like a depression, if you will. You know what I'm saying? It felt heavy. I don't know if this is more past or if it's kind of like you're kind of now you can see the light at the end of the tunnel, you know, emotionally speaking, or whatever it was that you were going through. Okay, but they want me to tell you too that obviously you should, I mean, I think you know this, but you are your own security. You know, when I say feeling secure, if you I get it, like it's easy to feel secure when you got a house and you got some heat, some lights, shit like that, you know. But this is about feeling safe, you know, in your world, and maybe even in whatever relationships or in dealings. You know, I feel like in some ways what they're showing me is you kind of, and because the past has seemed to prove this, like motherfuckers are out to get you, so you're like very very guarded, you know what I'm saying? But what you seek requires some vulnerability. Okay, but I'm seeing that you're going to find that space where that's going to be where you can, you know, your root chakra going to be on bang, you know what I'm saying, where you feel safe. Like I don't know how to else to explain it. Like it's a security thing, you know, emotionally secure, you know, in your life and in whatever relationship. Okay, and they're also telling me to tell you to just like you tear yourself down at times, you have to cheerlead yourself. You got to sell yourself on yourself. Okay? So take that for what it's worth, Miss Galasso. Okay? All right, let me see what we got here. Going to the bop, 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 bop. Okay, cool. Miss BB, I seen you. So I'm going to get Miss BB, and then I believe, yeah, I'm going to have to go here. Oh, Scorpio full moon. I have Jupiter in Scorpio. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. So, Miss BB, front and center here, why don't you? Okay. Go ahead and woo-saw out your hoo-ha in the motherfucking cards. Ragagagang. Bang. Okay. So, what does Miss BB need to know? What does Miss BB need to know? What's happening with Miss BB? What does she need to know? What does Miss BB need to know? What does Miss BB need to know? What does Miss BB need to know? All right. Okay, Miss BB. I feel like, as far as which, I feel like you're on the precipice of another level of uncovering. I don't want to say discover, you know, I'm into etymology a lot, discover, but uncover or reveal. Okay. I feel like you're on the precipice of another level of understanding, not understanding, how the fuck do I want to say this? Recognizing another level of your value, you know? And yes, you do set your own value, but this may end up coming about through something with your finances, but it's a positive card as far as I'm concerned. As far as I'm concerned, concerned with it. This is also going to be a time that I think you revisit something. I don't know if you was ever into some form of art or some type of something creative. I don't know what it is, but just something creative, because this is the artist card. I feel your productivity, you're on the verge also, in addition with this, your productivity is going to explode. And increase the bag. Okay? The bag. Increase the money, the dough, the guap, the Skrilla, the Fetty, the whatever you want to call it, the chips, the nachos, whatever, okay? Up, 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 up. Incrementally, though, incrementally, which is good. Now, what you're going to need to be careful about, which is something I feel like has always come around, and just like, like in the movies, when the kid has his lunch tray and he's walking and the bully or the asshole of the school like sticks his foot out. Well, the way you stick your foot out for yourself is sometimes looking through negative Nancy glasses, pessimism, always thinking negative, always more focused on what's going to go wrong or what could go wrong. And I understand that, because there is a place for that, but I think that you got to have a very even balance, if not more so imbalance. You want to be more focused on what you want, but we're not being Pollyannish here, as in, just when somebody's feeling like shit and they're like smiling, they're like, I'm positive. No, you're fucking not. Keep it real with yourself. You know what I mean? But yeah, so I see a time coming where it seems like you'll be doing more of this negative Nancy shit, but you can always turn this around. And a quick way I always say is, put on the eyes of God. You know what I'm saying? Put on the eyes of God. Like, look at your situation through, if you were God, how would you be looking at it? You're not Miss BB. You're God or Goddess or whatever you want to determine, source, whatever. Finally, change in job or work life. Okay? Change it. This may be going to another job. This may be going to another location of the same job, or travel for work. There you go. Does that make sense to you, Ms. BB? Does it make sense to you? Okay, so I'm going to go to the bottom. I think I might try and get one more. Let me see here. Sunny, what's coming up for me in love? Okay. Sunny, you will be my last one. I think I might go live again tomorrow. Probably do a PayPal me. So if you want to be sure that you get your questions answered, you could do that for a donation of $9.99 or more if you're into circulation. You know what I'm saying? And you like that shit. Sunny, what's coming up for me in love? So Sunny, come to the front. Go ahead and woo-saw out your motherfucking hoo-ha. All right. Boom. All right. So wish this chair was like whiter. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. Let's see what that's going on. So for Sunny, what's happening? I see that you're going to get diarrhea next Thursday. Be careful when you go out for Mexican food. All right? No. I gotta go back here. Sunny, what's coming up? No, Aisha Lee, you gotta understand something. There's a lag in time as far as these comments go. So sometimes who might be at the bottom of my list on my end, you might have already put your comment in, but there's a delay sometimes of a second or two, depending, as I am able to see it. So Sunny, what's coming up? Did I just, yeah. What's coming up for me in love? Sunny, what's coming up for love? What's coming up for Sunny in love? What's coming up for Sunny in love? Yeah. Talk to me. What's coming for Sunny in love? One more time. What's coming up for Sunny in love? Why? So glad you asked. The forecast says some rain. No, just kidding. Playing with you, right? Fucking with you. All right. Let's see here. Are you a water sign by chance, Sunny? Maybe even a Scorpio? All right. So what I see, Pisces, okay. And you have children? Yeah. So, no kids? Okay. So, I'm going to get to the nitty gritty here because this is the last one and we're 111 right now. That number's been fucking coming. I mean, I know it's eventually going to hit 111, but like that number has been coming up a lot, yo. All right. To cut to the skinny for you, Sonny, I feel like there is going to be somebody who you might consider a new love or a new relationship or relationship material. Okay? However, whether this be on your side or his side, it's going to come into the situation. All right? Yeah, Aisha Lee, I mentioned that as far as in regards to the ritual, like with, angel numbers or whatever. But yeah, that one in particular. And 777. 7 is very important right now for me. I'm still figuring that shit out. Some deception though. Or you're gonna find out. Maybe you might not, I don't know. But this is missing information. Missing 411. That is important, that is relevant, in your situation. So, and we have this, the Ace of Spades, which is reversed. Another card of secrets. So whatever the situation is that's coming, I feel like, I don't know if, like I said, I don't know if it's also just, I'm not just going to say it's the other person. It could be, a mixture of them, a mixture of you, could be more so them, with the secrets, with like the shit that you're not saying. What is gleamingly apparently not said is what you should really be paying attention to. So yeah, so that's, I see something coming up, but it's not going to be as it appears to be. All right, Aaron Velasquez, what's happening? You're late. I'm actually leaving right now. So yeah, you got somebody coming up, but the next person that comes up, I would take a very watchful eye. I don't want to say be paranoid, but definitely be aware, because your emotions can have you seeing what you want to see versus what it is. You know what I'm saying? So we are going to be out of here like last year. Send out notices tomorrow. I'll try to be here. Yeah, I'll do that. What I'm going to actually end up doing here, like lickety split, is we're going to have a day and a time, and every week on that day and time, you can get you some go. You know what I'm saying? You can get you some go. So it's that simple. Keep it simple. You know what I mean? But I thank you, Aisha Lee, photography. If I see you tomorrow, I'll definitely do my best to make sure that I get you in. Like I said, if I come back on, it's probably going to be a PayPal me. And so, yeah. You know what I'm saying? PayPal means you can donate $9.99 or more, and you can be sure to get your question answered right then and there. And they get priority over the freebies, okay? Over the tire kickers, over the looky-loos, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So we up out of here.